Hold on. All right. I just came on outside in the backyard. See, I just looking at my upper shit, man. I got my pajamas on, man. I call them pajamas. Just some of my lounging pants and stuff on, man. They look like pajamas and shit. You know, my lounging pants. You know when you're doing a little extra work at the hospital and shit, and they tell you gotta wear these particular pants and shit, or particular outfits. Shit, you just take them with you. You steal them and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, listen, the reason why I'm bugging y'all ass this morning, man, is because something is on my mind. I'm trying to talk to y'all, you see, but, you know, people aren't listening because of the way I talk, you see, and I'm trying my best to balance out how I talk so I can share with you all, man. But see, y'all don't know, man, how these angels and guardians come down to talk to you, boy. You see, they come to you the way you are. You see, and oftentimes they don't give a fuck who you are. They'll talk to you just like I'm talking to you right now. You see, you know, they'll cuss, they cuss. You see, they're rough, they're hard. You know what I'm saying? They make you think that it's a crazy motherfucker down the block. That's what you would think. You see, but these are angels, angelic beings and shit. You know what I'm saying? They got the power to manifest themselves in the physical. You understand what I'm saying? And if folks just don't want to grab onto that, they can't believe that shit. They can't believe it. You know, it's just so amazing, man, and it's frightening a little bit, you know? It's frightening because you got people say, you know, learn this book, learn this. You got this type of knowledge, you got this type of knowledge, you know, oh man, that person is hella knowledgeable, had hella knowledge. Then you say, well, how do you know? Because he knows this and he knows that and he knows this and he knows that, you know? But then you say to him, you say, so he got all that knowledge, and then he said, well, what is he reading? Then the person, he can recite all the things that this other person who said had this knowledge, and they'll start reciting all these books and shit. And so you bend down and shit and say, can he read this? Can he read this? You know how many times this motherfucker came up to me and told me to read something like this? You see, you don't think this little bitty dry ass piece of twig got knowledge in it? Just look at it. Just look at it. You don't think it got knowledge in it? You know, how about this right here? How about this? You know, see, because you all a lot of smart asses. How about this? You don't think they got knowledge in it? I'm not talking about a book. I'm talking about this book. This right here. This is a book. You can't see the book? This is the book. You can't see it. Look. This right here. You see, this is knowledge. Look, I can feel it. It ain't paper, it ain't no paper, it ain't no shit. But look, this is where the knowledge is at. You see all that little shit right there? You see that? The closer I get, the more it's gonna look like a cliff. You see? It's gonna start looking like terrains. And you can take your little Photoshop shit and put your ass right there. And I can hold this in my hand. And then take a shot of myself holding my hand, and then you'll see me on top of that cliff. You see, that's called knowledge. It's understanding, but it's all this shit is here. It don't mean nothing. You see, it don't mean nothing if you don't know how to utilize it. So what people do, they say, oh, well, take this. Well, here, this motherfucker he done read this book. He done read that book. He done read all these books. You can listen to him talk. Listen to people talk. You see, I can give you another example. Here, let's go over here to this tree. You see this tree right here? Look at it. Look at that. You mean to tell me you don't have it? There's no information in that motherfucker right there? There's no knowledge? You don't see no knowledge in this tree? You don't see that? What if I tell you that the curvatures, the little waves and shit all up in here? What if I tell you this is how the currents go in your brain? What if I tell you this looks like a brain? It's the shape of a brain. This is how your shit look. Your brain look. It got all these crevices and shit in it. You see? That's knowledge. Now see, now what people would do, because you have lazy people out here, what people would do, they would take these things that I'm showing you, then they'll put it in a book. They'll put all these things in the volume of a book. You see? and then sell it to you. You see, and now you're knowledgeable of something that you didn't experience. You're knowledgeable of something that someone else grabbed from that experience personally. So now they own that, and you're just a regurgitator of it. And you're getting paid more than the person who wrote the book, all because you articulated it close to how he felt it. So now you're rich, and that motherfucker's just still the same, just reaping, dimes and nickels off his book. You see? You can't see what they call Lucifer. You can't see what they call the devil. You can't see shiny. You see? Take other people's shit. You see? Put on their clothes. You see? Make it real shiny. And then you gravitate towards it. Now you lift that person up, while the person who went out there and hustled for it in the darkness, in the dirt, and got funky with it and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That real motherfucker. While he ain't doing shit. He don't have shit. He can't get shit because nobody don't see him, but he's the one that's writing all this shit down. And no matter if you tell people, they ain't gonna believe you because this motherfucker is doing the same thing. But look, it's obvious because he's reaping off of his shit. You see, he's reaping it. You see, but you don't know that it's that motherfucker who gave it to him. You understand? You can't see the Luciferian power. You can't see that shit. You see? Or do you want to see it? You see? And then later on, you tell these stories. You try to tell people about that in your internal self, and then all of a sudden, people they don't like you because you don't talk like us. You see, you stutter. You're not educated. You know what I'm saying? You wait a minute. You said this and then you said that. You see what I'm saying? Is it really like that? Really, is it really like that? Or are you really listening? You see? Or are you really listening? Because, see, it's wild out here. It's wild out here. And people are listening to these motherfuckers with this fast verbalism. They want to see shit. I want to see it. Okay, I'm going to show you. Here it is right here. This is it. Here. What? What you going to do with it? Oh, nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. That ain't gonna make me no money. See? Expediencies. Everybody wants shit quick. But don't nobody want to see inside of the earth. They don't want to see inside of the earth. Look, they don't want to see inside of this shit. You see? They don't want to take this little bitty thing and create from it. Nobody do. They want to read it in a book or follow someone else or tell somebody to write what you see down, nigga, so I can know the same thing you know. You know what I'm saying? Shit, give me that knockoff. See? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Everybody is walking around here shit with knockoffs. And then when that real motherfucker come and he's seeing his shit, you see? Because, see, they're not scared right now. But in a minute, you're going to be scared. You're going to be afraid because, see, you're going to start dropping. And you ain't going to understand why. You're going to say, well, hell, what happened to all my money? Because of all your understanding is locked within what you think money is. You see? Because of this capitalist society. And when that shit drop, what you going to do? You're going to be secure for a while. Because, see, you did with your money and all these things you have, you didn't, conquered your world with it. So you got shelter, you got all these things. But it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last because, see, it's about your internal. Let's see what you got inside in a minute. Yeah.